Hello, disc golfers, and welcome to the second installment of how to become a sponsored player. Now, this series is mainly focusing on applying for the 2021 Team Infinite. However, I do want this series to apply to all disc golfers who are just trying to obtain a sponsorship. Don't forget to hit that like button if you appreciate all of this information, and let's just dive right into it. Today, we are talking about the steps you should take in order to become a sponsored player. If you have already put your application in, you have to know something, and that's that you might not make the team. And maybe you should even accept that you won't make the team. We receive so many applications to Team Infinite, you just can't pick them all. And there's going to be some people that we really want on the team, but we've capped our numbers and we've decided already on people. And just know that if you don't make the team, that doesn't mean that you're not cut out for the team. I think the number one reason that people do not apply for a sponsorship is they think I'm not good enough. And that's just simply not true. We have sponsored 820 rated players. We've sponsored people who are just not good at disc golf, but they're great for the sport. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. So the first thing I recommend is that if you don't have a single disc golf sponsorship, don't act like you deserve one. You could be 1,000 rated, 1,010 rated, but if you're just acting like you want to find out which company is going to give you the most because you're so good, that's not a good attitude. Attitude is very important when it comes to sponsorship. You might be the best player in the world, but if you're not very nice or you're not very active on social media, that is the main thing that you want to think about. What do I bring to the table when I have a sponsorship? Do you have fantastic social media skills, fantastic people skills? You fill up tournaments in minutes because you run amazing disc golf events? Build your disc golf resume. That's very important if you want to become a sponsored disc golfer. Think about how many thousands of things that you do for the sport of disc golf that are also going to benefit the company that you're sponsored by. How do you work towards these things? Gain a social media presence. This doesn't have to mean that you have 1,000 followers. Maybe you're constantly interacting with Infinite Discs and their Facebook posts and Twitter posts and Instagram, and maybe we notice your name that way. And then by the time that applications come around, we might be considering you and somebody else. Maybe you applied to the team the last 2 or 3 years and the other player never applied. That's going to help you if you have a presence, especially if you have a presence within the company that you want to be sponsored by. If you're trying to figure out what company you want, that's not a bad thing. You might want to follow all of their social media channels and get very involved that way. That is one way that you can get noticed by companies. Test out their products. One easy way to start being more active on social media is to buy something new and just post about what you liked about it. Write a review on the Infinite page. Make a YouTube video. We have plenty of YouTubers on Team Infinite. Social media, that's gotta be one of the biggest things. You know, we might take a 980 rated player that has a huge following over a 1020 rated player that has no following. That means that people are watching them. That's important. And the last thing I wanna say kind of relates to the first thing that I said. Attitude. Attitude is everything. Make sure that how you act on and off the course is professional. It's super important to just be a good example for the sport. And that is going to help you tremendously in getting a disc golf sponsorship. All right, you had to listen to me speaking from the heart. I know, probably really boring, but now let's dive into the blog post that tells you what it takes to get on Team Infinite. So far, it seems like I covered most of it. Be a current PDGA member. Somebody actually asked about that in the last video. Oh, big one. Have an Infinite Discs profile and be active. Infinite Discs is almost like its own social media platform. So get your Infinite profile up and running. I might do a video on that. Oh, okay. I didn't cover this one. Verifiable improvement in your disc golf skills. PDGA rating increases, for example. So if your rating's going up, that's definitely going to help you. Awesome. So they worded it a lot differently than I worded it, so I definitely suggest checking out the Infinite blog post, but everything that I covered in this video essentially covers everything that it says here for requirements for the team in 2021 and how I increase my chances of getting on the team. So if you haven't read the blog post, go check it out. I'll leave the link in the description just like I did on episode 1. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that I help you increase your chances of getting a sponsorship, even if it's not for Team Infinite. So leave your comments below, especially if you have questions. I am going to do an FAQ. You guys, thank you. This has been a fun series. My normal YouTube schedule is once a week, and I put this video out maybe 2 or 3 days after the first one. So I'm committed to getting this content out to you guys. So next episode, hopefully in a few days. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, hit the notifications bell to see the next one come out ASAP. We'll catch you guys on the hyzer flip side. Jake Laputka out.